All right, good evening, Mustang fans. Welcome to the Loretto Lions Club Sports Complex. Over here for a soccer game in today's action. We got the Mustangs from Loretto taking on the Wayne County Wildcats. Wildcats get the opening kick, and they're trying to work it up the field. Mustangs playing close, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Mustangs by Matt Kirsteins. Be Wayne County on the throw-in. Looking, gets the ball in. Now Kirsteins is going to intercept it, but it goes back to the Wildcats. Now driving up the field, and it's going to go out of bounds once again. Stay with the Wildcats. Joined today by Miss Bailey Neidert. Bailey, good to have you here on Mustangs TV.
Thanks, nice to be here.
She's going to be our rules expert for the day. All right, Mustangs with a kick, and Wayne County gets the ball back, and now it's going to be going the other way by the Mustangs. Now going to have a clear out, and Levi Johnson going to work the ball down the field. And now scoring opportunity possibly by Sam Bottoms. He gets the ball and on to the goalie, and it's successfully recovered. Looks like that's Zach Reisner at goalie. He kicks the ball, and it's headbutted by Kirsteins. Now back to the middle of the field. Now over to Kirsteins. Says 2 headbutts. That's one thing I just don't think I could do.
It's not very comfortable.
No, I could imagine. Wildcats have the ball now in the middle of the field, and Errol Lanes, I believe is his name, gets the ball, and ball's going to go back down the field to Hannah, and he has it taken away. Now it's going to go back up the field past half court. Now kick going to go down low, and the goalie is going to come out and get it. I believe that's Ridge Maddox. Is that right?
Yeah, that's Ridge.
Ridge Maddox working the goalie duties for the Mustangs today. And now here come the Wildcats, and good aggressive play right there by Brandon Bradley to get in there and tie for the ball. Now Mustangs working the ball down the field. Now it's going to be kicked back out to center court. Now working the ball up the field. Good job, and I believe they're going to get number 12 for some body contact, Luke Fleming. So now that'll give the ball to the Wildcats. They'll get a kick. Bailey, what's this kick called right here in soccer?
This is just, I think it's just a penalty kick.
Just a penalty kick. Okay.
Most likely because Luke pushed him.
Yeah, it's a little push right there. And the Wildcats get the ball towards the goal, but good job by Ridge Maddox to corral that one, and he throws it up ahead. It's going to go out of bounds before his teammate Levi Johnson can get to it. So now the ball will go back over to the Wildcats, working the ball up the field. They're pushing, and ball is intercepted by the Mustangs. Kick back down the field. Trying to just work the ball down the field, and then the Wildcats get it back. They're going to go up the field. Ball now in the middle of the court, or the field. And a little push right there we might have gotten away with by Jamison Maddox. And the ball is going to go, I believe they're going to give it to the Mustangs. So now we'll have a kick, and it's kicked down the field, headbutt by the Wildcats. Now it's going back the other way. Now the Wildcats intercept the ball again. Now the ball's going to be in the middle of the field. Now it's going to be pushed down the middle. And what was the call there, Bailey?
It looks like that might have been offsides.
Offsides, all right. I think that's a pretty common call right there when a team has got the ball and they're pushing it up or down the field, and then you hear that sudden whistle, most of the time it's probably going to be an offsides. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
All right. So the Wildcats with a golden chance here, try to get on the board early, and Wildcats player is going to be met at the goal. Good job right there by Maddox, and they're going to headbutt the ball into the goal. Good job right there by the Wildcats. Looks like it's number 7, Brett Delk, gets the Wildcats on the board first here from Loretta. So it's 1-0 early, and the Mustangs will now get the ball at center field. Whistle's blown. Here come the Mustangs trying to get the ball down the field. Bradley has the ball now. Now gets it to number 14, Kennedy. Now he pushes ahead, up ahead to Johnson. Now Johnson trying to kick the ball in, and it goes just over the goal. There'll be I believe they call it a goal kick for the Wildcats.
Yes.
They'll be kicking back to the middle of the field. Ball is at mid-court now. Goes past, and it's kicked by the Mustangs on down. Now the Wildcats player has it. Now it goes back to the Mustangs. Levi Johnson battling over there on the far side of the field, and it goes out of bounds to the Wildcats. Wildcats throw it in and pushing the ball up the field. Good job right there by the Mustangs, number 12, Luke Fleming, getting that ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. See Mr. Bryce Hanna out there directing some traffic at midfield. Ball comes in, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Dakota Hagan for the Mustangs. Give the Wildcats the ball, but they're going to have to go get it first. We've only got a fence on one side of the field here at the Loretta Lions Club Sports Complex, so if that ball goes out of bounds over there on the far side, somebody's got to go get it. Ball's thrown in, and good job right there by the Mustangs being physical on the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Wildcats. Now they throw it in. Mustangs battling hard. Ball now to the middle of the field. Kick down, and good job right there by our goalie to get in there and dive on that one and keep it from going in.
This is going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats.
All right, corner kick coming up. Usually you score on these by headbutting the ball in, or if you can get a good kick on it, they can kick it in.
These are going to be a lot more difficult with all the wind.
Yeah, it's very windy here this afternoon, and so that makes the conditions definitely more difficult to try to kick the ball accurately. Ball is now kicked down the field. Now Wildcats are going to have it. Now it's going to be headbutted by the Mustangs, and the Wildcats recover. Now they work the ball up the field, and a good diving save right there once again by Ridge Maddox. Now the ball's kicked a mile in the air, going to be controlled by the Mustangs. Pass goes up ahead. Bryce Hanna over there to try to get it in. And, had a slip right there by Sam Bottoms as he was trying to kick the ball on down the field. And it's going to go out of bounds off of the Mustangs. So the Wildcats will throw it in. Ball comes in. Now working the ball up the field are the Wildcats. Good job by Ridge to corral that one once again there. He's going to kick it in the air. Going to be kicked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Levi Johnson right there. Wildcats getting set for the throw in. And it's thrown in. Now working the ball down the field. Bryce Hanna over there on the far side with the ball, trying to pass it on up ahead. Now ball goes to the middle of the field. Matt Kirsteins with the ball. He pushes it on ahead over on the left side, tries to get it back to the middle of the field, and it's going to be knocked out by the Wildcats over to midfield. A little battle going on for the ball. And Kirsteins with the ball trying to kick it in, and he kicks it toward the goal, but goalie recovers, Zach Reisner. And so he's going to kick the ball toward the middle of the field. Now head-butted by the Mustangs. Now Wayne County controls. Ball is pushed up the field. Oh, good diving attempt save right there by the Mustangs, and it's going to be kicked out toward the middle of the field and controlled by the Wildcats. Now the Mustangs are going to kick it out of bounds on the near side. So far it's a pretty physical game out there, and a lot of pushing and shoving going on in it, Bailey.
Yeah. They definitely don't hold back.
Ball comes in. Now the ball goes down the field. Going to go out of bounds. And here's the throw in. Now the ball being battled for at half court. Back here with you, just had a little injury timeout there as a Wildcat was helped off the field.
We also had several new players come in for the Mustangs.
All right, got some fresh faces in there. I see Zabry Augustine out there. And Bailey, you see any of them you know?
Noah Kirsteins is out there now.
All right. Wildcats with the ball. And they're looking to push the ball up the field. Kicked up ahead. Good job by Ridge Maddox there to recover the ball. And had a whistle, and not sure what the call was there. Offsides?
Yeah, I think that's what that was.
All right. Ball kicked ahead. Now head-butted at halfway mark of the field. Good kick by Luke Fleming, trying to work the ball down the field. Going to go out of bounds, though, to the Wildcats. Ball comes in, head-butted, and good job by the Mustangs battling right there. Now, a lot of battling going on here at half court. Augustine looks to push it ahead, and he gets it right along the sideline. Great kick there by Zeb. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Mustangs. Ball comes in, and it's going to be to the Wildcats. Now it's kicked past half field. It'll be knocked back by the Mustangs. Now it'll be head-butted. Good battle for the ball going on. Ball in the middle of the field. Trying to work the ball down the field. Now ball in the middle of the field. And it's going to go out of bounds. Look like off of Mason's self right there. Now the ball comes in. Wildcats with the ball. Has it at half court. Now over on the side. Now toward the middle of the field. Good job there by Maddox, or goalie. Ball comes out to the middle of the field. And it's going to go out of bounds, belong to the Wildcats. Got some more subs coming in.
It's gonna go out again. This time I think it's our ball. Oh, I was wrong. Throw in for the Wildcats.
Wildcats throw it in. All right, we're back on MustangsTV.com. If you're still with us, God bless you. Right now we've got, whose ball is it? Mustangs ball on the throw-in. Ball comes in and it's taken by the goalie. He can do that because he's the goalie.
He's allowed.
There you go. And now ball goes over on the left side. Kirstein's trying to work the ball down the field, and he'll have the throw in, trying to get it to Hannah, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Wildcats. Now a good stop made by the Wayne County goalie. Now it's kicked past midfield, and Mustangs trying to push the ball back down the field, but Wayne County knocks it back. Now the Mustangs get it back, and it goes back to the Wildcats. Mustangs scrapping for the ball. Wildcats kick it, and it's a good stop right there made on the play. Looks like that's Kelsey McMasters in at goalie.
That's
over there.
Luke Hood.
Luke Hood? We got a wrong roster. So Luke Hood, good stop right there in goalie. Now the ball is on the other end of the field. Mustangs trying to push it ahead. Hannah tried to get it to the goal. Just wasn't able to do it. And it's going to go to the Wildcats. Now kicked in, and Luke Fleming kicks it way up ahead to Bradley. Bradley has it go past him, and the goalie recovers for the Wildcats. Now the ball kicked up ahead, and Kirsteins comes across, kicks it down the field. Now Wayne County defender kicks it up the field. Now it's going to be met by Kirsteins, and this ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. Going to go to Wayne County. Now ball pushed up the field, and it's going to go out of bounds. Should be off the Wildcats, and it is. So the Mustangs get the throw in, and it's inbounded to a Wayne County player out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Mustangs. Mustangs throw in. Kirsteins gets it in. Trying to get it in right there to Kennedy, looked like. And Kennedy's going to inbound and throws it up ahead. Now Bradley has a chance to score, and it goes just wide of the goal. Tough break there for the Mustangs. So now the Wildcats will kick the ball. Goalie getting set to launch it, and he does. Ball is to midfield. Now they cross midfield. Now it's kicked. Mustangs able to recover. Now Wayne County gets it back, being pushed up the field. Shot attempted there by the Wildcats, looked like by number 19, Little John, and it just goes over the goal. So the Mustangs, Luke Hood will get to kick the ball. Actually, Hood's not going to kick it. He's going to set the ball down to be kicked. Kicked down the middle of the field, headbutted by Wayne County defender, and the Wildcats have it. And ball's kicked around. Good stop there made by Hood. Great job staying at home.
That was an amazing catch.
Yeah, that was really good. Saves a goal right there, definitely. Kicks it to the middle of the field, headbutted by the Wildcats. Mustangs comes around. That almost hits us. Goes over our heads and hits the tin roof behind us. And let's see if they've got another ball. They do. So the ball will be thrown in by the Wildcats. Ball comes in to the middle of the field. Now being worked around. Mustangs trying to get the ball back. Shot attempted, but goes over the goal once again. 1-0 Wildcats. Still in the first half. We've almost completed this first half. I'm hearing 14 minutes left in the first half. Now the ball kicked to midfield. Now going to be a battle going on, and the Wildcats going to get an attempted kick inside, and it's going to go out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be to the Mustangs. So the Mustangs will get to kick the ball. Ball kick going to go off Wayne County player, and it's going to be battled. Ball going to be battled for. Now the Wildcats have it on toward the sideline. Good looking move there to get out of trouble over on the sideline. Now it's kicked inside. Now knocked away. Now outside, Mustangs and the Wildcats going after it. Now Bradley is battling for the ball, gets the Wildcats, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds. Let's see who it's out of bounds on.
Looks like that's going to be a corner for our team.
All right, so Mustangs will get the ball. Corner kick coming up, and the ball is kicked in and goes just over the goal. Ridge Maddox with the attempted goal there for the Mustangs. Goes just a little too high. So it'll go over to the Wildcats. Now the ball's kicked in. Hood able to retrieve the ball without any damage being done. Now he's going to kick it in the air. Go to midfield. Mustangs trying to work the ball down the field. Now Wayne County's going to have it, going back up the field. And it's going to be out of bounds. Looks like the Wildcats are going to throw it in. Around 11 minutes left to go in the half. Wildcats getting set to kick it in, do a corner kick. Ball is kicked, and good stop right there by the Mustangs, but it's recovered by the Wildcats, and they score another goal. Makes it 2-0 Wildcats, still here in the first half. Mustangs will now get the ball at center court. Wait for everybody to get set. There's the whistle. Wildcats going to recover the ball, and they're going to push the ball up the field. Now the ball's kicked ahead, Looks like it's a little one-on-one matchup. Now, looks like some more teammates get over there. Kirsteins has the ball. No, that's not Kirsteins. That's Fleming. Fleming had the ball. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Now the ball's going to be thrown in. Mustangs working the ball down the field. Ball goes over on the far side. Now kick back up the field. And it's going to go out of bounds. Mr. Referee points to the Wildcats. Wildcats throw it in. Been kicked back and forth there, and ball goes up ahead. Now kicked on ahead. And ball's going to go out of bounds just wide of the goal. Once again, conditions here today on this Sunday afternoon, very windy. Nice day besides that, just real windy. Corner kick kicked in, and Mustangs are able to get a foot on it. Now the ball's pushed down the field. Now the Wildcats kick it back the other way, and it goes out of bounds to the Mustangs. They get the ball in.
Kennedy has the ball now. Trying to get it back to the middle, to the goal.
And it goes out of bounds. Ball comes in. Mustangs trying to get it towards the goal. Now the ball's on the outside. Got a substitution coming back in for the Wildcats, as it's going to be Little John coming in. Going to give Burton the wrist. Now, kick comes across by the Wildcats, and it's going to be controlled by the Wildcats. They work the ball up the field. Now the Mustangs able to kick it down the field, and it hits a vehicle over there. Hopefully that won't leave a dent. Happens quite a bit here at the Loretta Lions Club Sports Complex. Now the ball being pushed up the field. Now the ball in the middle of the field, dangerous territory if you're a Mustang, and it's able to be controlled by Hood there once again. Great job. Hood kicks the ball midfield. Now it's kicked up ahead by the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to chase after it. Now it's worked inside. Good attempt there on a shot, and it just goes wide of the goal. And it's going to go out of bounds over on the sideline. Last touched by the Mustangs. Little John getting set to throw the ball in. And he gets it in. Around 5 minutes left in the half. Bailey, do you know what was called right there?
I
I thought he said dangerous, but
think that's what he said too. And it looks like we're going to get the kick, though. So whatever it was called. Oh, well, yeah, it is going to be our kick. So whatever it was, the other team did something.
Yeah, Wayne County must have committed some sort of penalty. And good kick comes in toward the middle of the field as the Mustangs trying to get it in there to the goal, battle for the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds on the baseline, and they're going to point towards Wayne County. So the Wildcats going to place the ball in front of the goal, get ready to kick. Kick comes across to the middle of the field. Now going to be kicked ahead by the Mustangs. And looks like there was a little trip there possibly. No call comes in. And the ball's going to go out of bounds.
Get out there, get a corner kick set up.
We're going to have a corner kick by the Wildcats. I believe that's
Mustangs.
by the Mustangs. All right.
Get down there. All the way down.
And it looks like Rhett Kennedy's going to be kicking it.
You got better vision than I do, Bailey. Kennedy kicks it.
Just barely misses the goal, deflected by the goalie.
It's a great try. Just not able to put the ball in the goal there. And it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to call it off Wayne County. So Mustangs will get another one right here. That one just a little too wide as well. So the Wildcats will have the ball. Wildcats kick toward the middle of the field. Now the ball's going to be worked up ahead. Good job there by the Mustangs to try to work the ball back down the field. Ball goes out of bounds, going to be thrown in by the Mustangs. Ball goes out of bounds again. Now hit a windshield over there, I believe. Going to be thrown in.
Play it, get in there.
Ball being battled for there in the middle of the field. Kirstein's now going to shoot it, and it's just a little bit wide. So the Wildcats will have the kick. They kick it in. Then we're going to have 2 whistles, which indicates it's halftime here at the Loretto Lions Club Sports Complex. So with that being said, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back to provide you second half coverage. You're watching MustangsTV.com. We appreciate you tuning in with us on this Sunday afternoon. Back here live on MustangsTV.com. Second half action just underway, and the ball quickly goes out of bounds. Going to go to the Wildcats. Wildcats throw it in, and it's going to be kicked by the Mustangs. Good attempted shot there. Going to be handled by the goalie, and he gets a good kick off. Gets it to half midcourt, and it's going to go back toward the Mustangs. Bryce Hanna there, and Mustangs are able to recover. Now the ball goes to midfield. Luke Hood able to come out for the Mustangs and corral that one. Now he's going to kick it in the air. Gets off a good kick. Going to go a little past midcourt, and it's going to be kicked up ahead. Now the Wildcats goalie going to come out and corral that one in. Now he's going to kick it. Gets a kick off way past half midfield, and it's going to be controlled by the Mustangs. Now up ahead, and it's going to go to the Wildcats. Now the Mustangs get it back. Now the Wildcats kick it on ahead. Being battled for by the Mustangs, and we're going to have a whistle over on the far side. Ball's going to go to the Wildcats. Must have been something on the Mustangs there. Ball kicked in up ahead. Good headbutt right there. And it's going to go out of bounds. Wildcats ready to throw it in. Ball comes in. Going to go out of bounds once again. Trying to recover the ball over there. Now the Mustang's going to throw in. And it's going to go out of bounds once again. Mustang's going to throw it in. Ball comes in, and Wildcats are going to get it. Headbutt by the Mustangs. Looks like Bradley's going to recover for the Mustangs. Now he passes it up ahead to Maddox. Maddox turns the corner, fires a shot, and I think the wind started blowing right about the time he kicked that one, Bailey, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think the wind's to blame for some of these missed shots.
No doubt about it. So now the ball will be kicked by the Wildcats. Ball being battled for out in the middle of the field. Mustangs kick the ball, then the Wildcats, and it's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to give the ball to the Mustangs. Ball comes in, and it's going to go out of bounds. Good job by our cameraman showing you the flag right there on the play. Ball's going to be kicked by the Wildcats, and it's going to go out of bounds. Referee points to the Mustangs side. Mustangs throw it in. Ball in the air, and it hits another vehicle. Looked like a hood shot on that one. Ball's going to go out of bounds once again off the Wildcats. Go over to the Mustangs. Mustangs throw it in, out of bounds. Wildcats will throw, and they throw it in. Good job there by Bradley to get the ball. Now it's going to be kicked by the Mustangs and recovered by the Wildcats. And there's battle going on. Now ball is kicked by the Mustangs and hits a Wildcat in the back. And you know that one felt good. Mr. Waldrop, our coach, he made a comment that hurt me. So that was a pretty hard kick there. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Mustangs will get ready to kick off. And they kick the ball up ahead, pushing the ball up. And Mustangs are driving up ahead, and goalie's going to come out and recover for the Wildcats. Now the ball is kicked ahead. Headbutted by the Mustangs. Now there's a chase after the ball. And Wildcat player's going to fall down and take a tumble. And the referee points Mustangs ball. Ball comes in. And finally it's going to be controlled by the Mustangs. Kicked up ahead. Bryce Hanna trying to work the ball, has it stolen away. Now the Wildcats working the ball down the field. Ball kicked inside, and another good stop there by Hood. Great stop right there.
That was a nice stop. Nice catch.
Absolutely. Ball's kicked towards center court, and we're going to have a whistle on that play.
Looks like they got the Mustangs on pushing.
Mr. Referee going to have a little conference there with Ridge. Ridge says, "I'm sorry, didn't mean to." And we're going to play on. Wildcats kick the ball up ahead. Once again, recovered by Hood. Now the ball kicked up ahead. Controlled by the Wildcats. Now the Mustangs take it away. Now goes back up ahead. Mustangs trying to kick it across to work the ball up the field. And now the Wildcats have the ball in the corner. And it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Mustangs. So the Mustangs get to kick the ball. Ball is kicked ahead. And the Wildcats are going to recover. Now the Mustangs going to kick the ball, and the Wildcats going to knock it back and forth a little bit, and it's going to go way out of bounds once again. I believe they're pointing towards the Wildcats, so it'll be their ball on a throw-in. Ball comes in. And Mustangs able to recover that one and push it on ahead. And it's going to go out of bounds over to the Wildcats. The win comes in. Now it's kicked back up the field. Ridge Maddox with the ball. Bryce Hanna right by his side. Now Hanna comes after it, and it's going to be recovered by the goalie for the Wildcats. Now ball goes down the field, and Hood's going to recover this one on the other end. Hood kicks. And it's going to go out of bounds again to the Mustangs. Mustangs throw it in, and it's recovered by the Wildcats. Wildcats pushing on ahead, and Luke Hood, the goalie, comes out once again and gets it. Now he kicks it up ahead on the over on the far sideline. Now ball comes back to the middle of the field, trying to work it up ahead. Now it's going to be controlled by the Wildcats. Mustangs chasing right after. Now it's going to be kicked by the Mustangs back to the Wildcats. Now kicked inside by the Wildcats, but kicked right back out and out of bounds by the Mustangs. Wildcats throw it in and kick right back to the guy that threw it in. Ball in the middle of the field. Now kicked outside by the Mustangs. Bryce Hanna with the ball gets it to Kirsteins. Now he kicks it up ahead. Will be battled for, and the Wildcats going to be headed the other way, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Wildcats over to the Mustangs. Mustangs throw it in. Push up ahead. Now it's kicked back. Player for Wayne County got kicked in the head right there. That was Brett Delk, as both he and Mustang defender were going after the ball.
Looks like they're going to give that one to the Wildcats.
Yeah, they're going to get a kick there. Delk gets set, kicks it, and it's going to go just wide of the goal, out of bounds. Mustangs kick the ball the other way, and pushing the ball up the field, and it's going to go out of bounds. Ball comes in over on the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see who touched it last. Looks like the Wildcats touched it last. Mustangs throw the ball in. Now the Wildcats able to get the ball back down the field, past midfield. Now kicked up ahead. Now back down the field. Mustangs able to corral that one. Kick way up in the air. And Bryce Hanna kicks it for the Mustangs. Now he gets it back. Now he pushes the ball up ahead. And it's going to be recovered by the goalie for Wayne County. Now Goalie kicks the ball in the air. Fleming giving a little chase, but he lets Hood control the ball. Now the ball is kicked toward midfield. Now comes back, and Hood runs out and grabs the ball once again. Now he's going to roll the ball up ahead. Kick to the middle of the field. Now Mustangs are able to kick the ball back toward the middle, and it's going to go out of bounds. Levi Johnson getting ready to throw the ball in, and he's able to get it in. Mustangs now pushing the ball up ahead, and
it looks like Ridge is hurt.
Yeah, he took a knee
and
right
there.
there.
Goes the whistle.
Looks like he took a knee right there. So they're going to call an official timeout for an injury, and he's going to get off the field here and able to limp back toward the sideline where he's going to lay down. They'll tend to him over there. Meanwhile, back on the field, it's going to be Wildcats' ball as they kick it up ahead. Ball kicked back by the Mustangs past midfield. Trying to get the ball up ahead, and it's being battled for. Now the Wildcats recover. Now the ball goes over in the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. Now the Wildcats have the ball, middle of the field. Mustangs recover that one, pushing it ahead on the sideline. And the ball goes back to the Wildcats. Now it's going to go out of bounds, last touched by the Wildcats. So the Mustangs will throw the ball in. Ball comes in. Now goes out of bounds. Wildcats throw it in, and we're going to have a whistle and a kick by the Wildcats upcoming. Ball is kicked, and it's going to be controlled by the Mustangs. Bryce Hanna with the ball now at midcourt. Now pushed up ahead. Now over on the right side. Levi Johnson with the opportunity to shoot. Wasn't able to do it, and it goes out of bounds. Will be off of the Wildcats. Sub for the Mustangs. Looks like Mason Self going to come in, and also Dakota Hagan enters back in. Johnson throws it in from the sideline for the Mustangs, and trying to get the ball in the goal, and it's knocked out by the Wildcats. Johnson throws it in again for the Mustangs, and goalie is able to come out and wrap that one up. Now the Wildcats have the ball. Push up ahead. Hood standing home, and he's able to collect that ball as it rolled just past the Wayne County player, saving a goal right there. Now he kicks the ball up ahead. and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. Mustangs will throw the ball in. And like Bryce Hanna took a bit of a kick there from the goalie, not called. Now Brandon Bradley going to have the ball for the Mustangs. Passes it on up ahead, now gets it back. And Bryce Hanna with a shot just over the goal. That was a close one, Bailey.
That was so close.
They just about had that one in there. Tough break for the Mustangs.
But that was a beautiful shot by Hannah.
Yeah, that was really nice. So the Wildcats will get the ball. It'll be a kick ball. Kicked up ahead, and Fleming able to get a foot on it there and kick it back, but it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Fleming and the Mustangs. Ball comes in, and it's going to be up the field. And now Mustangs has got an injured player out there. So it looked like he took a ball to the ribs, possibly Noah Kirstein's. And they're instructing him to just stay down, and he's obviously in some pain. He's going to try to get back up. He'll give Noah a breather right there as he comes off the field. Be replaced by Augustine. Now the Wildcats with the ball. Now it's going to be recovered by Dakota Hagan, and Hood with another save for the Mustangs. Hood kicks the ball. Now it's going to be controlled by Levi Johnson for the Mustangs as he pushes it ahead, and now still controlled by the Mustangs. Trying to push the ball on up ahead. Not an easy task this afternoon. Ball will be to the Mustangs, and it's thrown in, and the goalie able to collect that one. Now the ball goes on up ahead by the Wildcats, being pushed. Shot on the way, and it's going to get past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. 3-0 Wildcats now here in the second half. Tyler Wallace now going to go into the ball game for the Wildcats. Mustangs kick off, and going to be battled for over on the far side. Now the Wildcats control and going to work the ball down the field. Now it's going to be taken away by Fleming. He kicks the ball up. Now it's going to go back to the Wildcats. And ball's going to be shot and scored once again for Wayne County, making the score 4-0. Well, Bailey, I think at this point we're just hoping not to get skunked. If we can just get one goal on the day, I think that'll be do a lot for the moral side of things.
Yeah.
here in approximately 12 minutes left in the match. Hannah getting set to kick the ball for the Mustangs at mid-court. Hannah kicks it, and it's going to be pushed ahead by the Mustangs. Mustangs had nobody back, and it's controlled by the goalie. He kicks the ball toward mid-court, and it's going to be head-butted and controlled by the Mustangs, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Wildcats. Wildcats throw the ball in. Going to go out of bounds once again. Almost hit somebody over there on the
I think it did hit somebody
far
over
side.
there.
Ball thrown in by the Mustangs. Going to be controlled by the Mustangs now. As Johnson was up ahead, now back to the Wildcats, now back to the Mustangs. Johnson tried to kick the ball, but it goes out of bounds to the Wildcats. Ball now comes in, kicked in the air. Now going to be head-butted up ahead right there, and we're going to have a whistle. Bailey, do you know what that was?
I just saw them hit each other. So
Yeah, so may have been something related to that, possibly. Now the Mustangs trying to push the ball up the field, but now it goes back to Wayne County, pushing it down the field. Now Bradley with the ball for the Mustangs, pushing it up ahead. Mustangs trying to work the ball back toward the middle of the field, and it's going to be kicked back the other way by the Wildcats. Now, good job right there by Connor Methan, and he knocks the ball back up the field, and will be battled for. And Methan comes across again, knocked back up the field by Wayne County player. Now Johnson going to headbutt it, and it goes out of bounds to the Wildcats. Now Augustine over on the sideline has it knocked away. And like a bad collision there, not called.
I think that one should have been called.
Oh, there ain't no doubt. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Ball's out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Wildcats. Ball comes in. Out of bounds over on the sideline. Now the ball's thrown in once again by the Wildcats. Now the Mustangs have it, but it's out of bounds. So the Wildcats will inbound. Out of bounds once again. That's pretty common in soccer to have the ball go out of bounds a lot, isn't it, Bailey?
Yeah.
Now the ball comes in. Going to go out of bounds on the baseline. Had a ball hit that car earlier. That was pretty cool as it was driving down the road there.
The car also managed to launch the ball a few feet farther than it should have gone.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Now Augustine's going to control the ball for the Mustangs, and ball comes back inside, and Wildcats trying to keep the ball on this end of the field. Mustangs trying to push the ball to the other side of the field. Now the ball's going to go out of bounds. Over to the Mustangs. Ball thrown in. Now out of bounds. Another hood shot right there. Now the ball's thrown in by the Mustangs. Goes out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats. Now the ball comes in. Being pushed up ahead. And it's going to go out of bounds. Sub coming in for Wayne County. It's going to be Carson Putman. Wildcats set to inbound, and they kick it from the corner, and it's going to go across the field, out of bounds. Nice, cold, windy day out here today, isn't it, Bailey?
Yeah. It's very cold.
Ball comes in by the Mustangs, controlled by the Wildcats.
Nice catch by Luke Hood.
Yeah, good stop there by Luke. Now he flings the ball up ahead. Will be controlled by the Wildcats. Now they try to kick it. And
just barely missing the bus in
yeah,
the South Lawrence parking lot.
If the wind hadn't been blowing, he probably would have hit the bus. He had some heat on that one, but it just went too high, way up over the goal. They throw the ball back in. Looks like it's going to be controlled by the Wildcats now. Augustine gives chase, as does Hannah and Johnson. Up ahead. Now the ball's going to go out of bounds.
Mustangs. Should be Mustangs ball.
Around 5 minutes left in the match, and the sun comes out for the first time today.
And it instantly gets warmer.
Yeah. We've all got coats on over here, and all of a sudden it feels warm. Johnson going to throw the ball in off the out of bounds. Trying to get the ball toward the middle of the field, and they do. It's going to be taken away by Wayne County. Now it's going to be taken back by the Mustangs. Kick goes up ahead. And able to save the ball before it goes out of bounds. Not a bad looking shot right there. Just sails over the goal just a little bit. Out of bounds.
And we have a dog on the field.
Oh, a dog on the field. That's a big dog,
that is
too.
a massive dog.
Wow.
That dog's been wandering around for a while. I wondered when he tried to run out on the field.
They were able to get him over on the sideline over there. Somebody in the crowd. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Mustangs will throw in. Get the ball in. Kick back and forth, and out of bounds.
The ball never made it inside, so it's Mustangs throw.
We'll have some subs for the Mustangs as Mason Self and number 16, Dakota Hagan. All come back in. There was one more, and I missed him. I believe it was number 13, Jamison Maddox. All come back in for the Mustangs. Now the Wildcats throw the ball in from the sideline. Now the ball going to go out of bounds off the Mustangs over on the far side. Ball's thrown in. And it's going to go back to Wayne County, out of bounds. Wayne County driving to the inside. And they're going to miss wide on the shot. Going to go out of bounds. Must have went off the Mustangs. I believe it did. They're in no hurry to go over there and kick that ball.
No, he's just going to take his time.
Up 4-0, about 5 minutes left. Probably less than 5 minutes left in the match. Can't say I'd blame him.
I think at this point they're just trying to stall.
Yeah. Ball comes in and
another
scored,
shot for Wayne County.
Scored by Wayne County once again. Makes it 5-0. Ball will come back to the middle of the field. Hannah and Kirstein standing beside the ball, getting ready to kick. And the ball is kicked. Hannah now with the ball, kicks it up ahead. Augustine works it toward the middle. Going to come back out. Now the Wildcats work the ball down the field in the middle. Shot over from the side, and it's going to sail just over the goal, out of bounds. Ball now being worked down the field. Mustangs just about got a foot on it there. Pass comes to the middle of the field. Now kicked way up in the air over on the sideline. Now kicked back toward the middle of the field. Definitely nice to see that sun today. Now the Mustangs have the ball, working the ball up the field. Hannah with the ball. Now he passes it over to Kirsteins. Kirsteins trying to get it up the field, and it's going to be controlled by the goalie. Goalie with a kick. Going to go down the field and out of bounds. Ball comes in bounds and going to be out of bounds over there on the sideline. Wildcats throw it in. battle for the ball. Looks like the Mustangs going to have it. Mason Self. Now, couldn't catch up to it there, and it's controlled by the Wildcats, then kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Pass comes in. Now over on the left side. Got a whistle on the play. Mustangs calling for a wall. Bailey, was that a foul committed there?
Yeah, I believe one of the Mustangs knocked him over.
Okay. So the kick comes in, and it's corralled by Hood, and 2 whistles are blown, and that is going to be your ball game here from the Loretta Lions Club Sports Complex. Wayne County Wildcats going to escape with a 5-0 win over the Mustangs here on this Sunday afternoon. And I think that's going to do it for our coverage. We'll be back with you soon on MustangsTV.com. Be sure to check out the schedules and keep up to date on our future broadcasts upcoming. As for me, I'm Kyle Johnson.
I'm Bailey Nutter.
Good to see you so long from Loretto.